Hey guys, welcome back. This is how I lost today. Um, so, during market, oh, I did trade on S&P today. During market, I was, pretty bearish because, just like how much bearish info we had. Like, here. Like, we had all these lows, which we've been just so bearish recently. And I saw this right here, which kind of just added on to the bearish bias because I just saw like this huge imbalance that it just tapped into and it falls. So that's kind of what added onto it. And then I was also bearish. I mean, I also just added a bunch of liquidities, but let's get on let's get on to the trade. So what do I see on the 5 minute? I did trade a little bit later today, so I lowered my size, and I kinda messed up a little bit. So what do I see during market? It's around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, around that. A little bit, an hour after, or an hour and a half after market open. Basically, I saw this candlestick go into this order block. I saw it go into this BPR multiple times actually. One, two, three, four times. And I saw equilibrium at the same time down here, up here to down here. I saw equilibrium. If you really want to count this one up here, we can. Or no, we can't. But I based it off that high, as you can see on the 5 minute. I based it off that high, and I just saw a bunch of confluences, but I wasn't too sure because I was super late into market, so I wasn't too sure if price was going to be volatile. I was going to just sit there. So I waited until bullish order flow just gets absolutely disrespected. So I see this, and I was gonna wait till this break of structure, but I wasn't sure if price just wanted to go down to this fair value gap, so I just decided to wait until price went all the way down here, and then I executed right when that candle ended, and then I happened to place my stop barely, barely, like right where the wick. It really wicked me out. It wicked me out, and then price fell all the way to my take profit. And I just want to say, I mean, it's not the worst thing. I'm not as sad. I'm happy actually because I got my idea right. I was at least right. And honestly, I'm not even that mad honestly. I had a great entry. I mean, from right here, if I just had my stop loss, I was initially gonna have my stop loss up here, but as you can see, the win to loss ratio, I probably went down here, and I wasn't confident with that, which it would have still hit, but I just wasn't confident with it. And I could have obviously went all the way down here if I really wanted to get to what 1 to 3, and then if I added up here a 1 to 4. But anyways, yeah, I did get wicked out. Right when I got wicked out, I just saw price declining, and I just saw bearish order flow, and I was like, and like in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna like revenge trade. I'm gonna just wait this one out. And I was trying to see SMTs, but I had a bunch of SMTs show up, but I just wasn't confident with the SMTs because there was just SMTs on the top, on the bottom, and honestly, and earlier today I actually saw this a trade on Nasdaq wouldn't have been bad, to be honest. I'm not gonna go through Nasdaq, but I want to go over the trade I took. And honestly, I'm actually pretty glad with the trade. I mean, as soon as I sell, I mean, look at this price. I perfectly called it. I perfectly knew that price was gonna just go down. I just had my stop loss a little bit too hot or too low, and honestly, that's something that is completely my fault. The wick didn't even go past the fair value gap, so I was being an idiot. My whole idea wasn't even wrong. I just had my wick or my stop loss too high or too low. Sorry, too low. So I just happened to get wicked out. I mean, I did see this earlier, which kind of I went bananas. I saw that and I was like, "Are you serious?" But I mean, what can you do? You get stopped out. You get stopped out. Alright, we can just go on for the next day. But honestly, this was my initial trade right here. Here. That was my trade. I lost. Barely. And yeah, that's all I have to say for today. Tomorrow. Maybe I'll trade. I'm not too sure. And yeah, I did see price action earlier. It was pretty trash. Price action earlier was pretty trash. Actually, very trash. Very trashy. As you can see, like 6:30 happens. I'm just seeing bear shorter flow, and then it comes back up, and then it falls, and then I kind of see this coming, and I'm like, okay, let's just go for liquidity. So honestly, if I had taken that trade, I should have just went for this, because that was just so recent, and these spots typically get hit, especially how order flow is going recently. Is we're just super bearish, so I should have just known that liquidity was going to get hit all the way down, at least till this. So I should have probably held it till down here and had my stop loss up here. But that's fine. The loss, I mean, I don't count it as a loss, honestly. Even though I did lose, I got worked out. I should have been more patient. I think my entry was pretty good. I mean, I don't think I had the worst entry, but I did have a bad stop loss. So yeah, that's all for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.